Hello dear students, I am Jai Kishan. Welcome to the sixth part of chapter 6 Lines and Angles. Students, till now we have covered till exercise 6.2, and today in this part of the video, firstly we'll see the concept on which the exercise 6.3 is based on, and later on we'll see some questions of exercise 6.3. Okay. So let us see what is our first topic for today, and the topic is angle sum property of a triangle. Students, we know very well that what is a triangle? A region bounded by three sides. Okay, a region bounded by three sides is known as a triangle. It is a plane figure like this. Here ABC is a triangle, okay, and in this triangle ABC, three sides are there, AB, BC and AC, okay, as well as there are three angles. This is angle A, this is angle B and this is angle C. For convenience, we can give the name also. Suppose it is angle 1, it is angle 2 and it is angle 3. So basically, what is angle sum property of a triangle? As it is clear from the name, angle sum, okay, means the sum of all angle. Okay, so basically this topic is based upon the sum of all angles of a triangle. So here one theorem we will study. What is the theorem? Theorem is the sum of the angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Okay, means if you will add all the angles, if you will add all the values of the angles of a triangle, okay, then it will be equal to 180 degree. Exactly 180 degree. It should be 180 degree. So this is the theorem, and it is very important theorem, okay, because we will use this concept in many questions. We'll use this concept. Concept is the sum of the angles of a triangle is 180 degree. So how will prove it? Okay, so as I have told you, the procedure of proving any theorem, that firstly you have to write that what is given. So firstly we have to write that what is given. So it is given that a triangle ABC, okay, what is given? A triangle ABC whose angles are angle 1, angle 2 and angle 3. Okay, what is to prove? We have to prove that the sum of all the angles of a triangle, angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3, it should be equal to 180 degree. Okay, and here you can add on that whose angles are angle 1, angle 2 and angle 3. Okay, now it is more clear that what is given, a triangle ABC whose angles are angle 1, angle 2 and angle 3. Okay, you have to think that from the statement what conclusion we can get, okay, and that you will write in the given part. What is to prove, you will write here. Okay, see students, half marks, okay, or in all these headings according to the marks of question. Okay, suppose it is a 4 marks question, so half mark will be on given, half mark on to prove, half marks on construction, okay, and rest of the marks are on your proof part. So it is very important to prove the theorem in a proper way. Okay, now in this theorem we'll do some construction also. What construction we will do? We will do a construction that through point A, draw a line, draw L. Suppose L is a line, it should be parallel to BC. Okay, we will draw a line from A that should be parallel to this BC. Okay, See, I have drawn a line L which is parallel to BC. Okay, and let the angles are, suppose here one angle is there na? Suppose this angle is angle 4 and this angle is angle 5. Okay, by drawing this line, these two angles are there. Okay, suppose this angle is angle 4 and this angle is angle 5. Now coming to the proof part, in proof part we will write that, see, since L is parallel to BC, what is the reason behind it? By construction. We have constructed the line L such that it should be parallel to BC. So since L is parallel to BC, we can see that angle 2 is equal to angle 4. What is the reason behind it? These two lines are parallel, then BA will be its transversal. Okay, so angle 2 will be equal to angle 4. What is the reason behind it? What is the reason? The reason is alternate interior angles. Okay, and in the same manner angle 3 will be equal to angle 5. Angle 3 will be equal to angle 5. Reason? The same reason, alternate interior angles. So here we are having two results, that angle 2 is equal to angle 4 and angle 3 is equal to angle 5. Suppose these are the results, result 1 and result 2, equation 1 and equation 2. Now students, as L is a straight line, we'll see here that angle 4, angle 1 and angle 5, all that angles are made on this line L. Okay, so we can do here that angle 4 plus angle 1 plus angle 5, the sum of all these angles will be what? It will be 180 degree. What is the reason behind it? The reason is, what is the reason? That they are linear pair angles. Okay, we have studied an axiom, linear pair axiom. From that axiom we can see that all the angles which are drawn on a line, the sum of all angles will be what? 180 degree. We have studied it earlier. So here we have written that angle 4 plus angle 1 and plus angle 5 is equal to 180 degree. Okay, now see students, from 1 and 2, what we can do here? From 1, at the place of 4 we can write angle 2 and angle 1 as it is, and from 2 at the place of angle 5 we can put angle 3. Okay, so from equation 1 and 2 we can write this statement as like this. Okay, now see, if we'll arrange it, it will be angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degree. See, this is to prove na, angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is 180 degree. So very easy theorem it is. Its proof is very easy. Only you have to do is what? You have to draw a line which should be parallel to base. Okay, and then if the lines are parallel, you can do the angles 2 and 4 as equal, 3 and 5 as equal. Okay, now on this line, all the sum of all angles should be 180 degree. So 4 plus 1 plus 5, it should be 180 degree. Now at the place of 4 we can put 2, at the place of 5 we can put 3. Okay, like here, and after that we have arranged it. So angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degree. So in this manner we can prove the statement that the sum of angles of a triangle is 180 degree. And whenever we will use this result, so we'll not write everywhere the statement in the reason part. Okay, in the reason part only we will write that angle sum property of triangle. Okay students, so this is very important theorem. Just pause the video and note it down. Coming to our next theorem. Next theorem is, if a side of a triangle is produced, okay, then the exterior angle so formed is equal to the sum of the two interior opposite angles. So it will be more clear from the figure. So firstly we have to make a triangle like this. Suppose it is a triangle ABC. Now in the statement of the theorem, if a side of a triangle is produced, so we have to produce one side of a triangle. Suppose this CB we have produced, okay, till D. Okay, so then the angle, exterior angle so formed, so which angle will be exterior? This angle. Okay, so basically the statement is, the exterior angle so formed is equal to the sum of two interior opposite angle. Now this angle will be equal to the sum of two interior angles. But what kind of interior angles? Opposite. Okay, it will be equal to the sum of two interior opposite angle. So in interior opposite angles will be these two angles, because this angle is just adjacent angle of this, na? So basically the opposite two interior angles will be this angle and this angle. So now suppose this is angle 1, this is angle 2, this is angle 3, and this is angle 4. Okay, so basically we have to prove here. Firstly I'm going to write that what is to prove. We have to prove here that angle 4 is equal to angle 1 plus angle 2. This is the statement of the theorem. Okay, the exterior angle of a triangle, when a side is produced, it will be equal to the sum of two opposite angles. Okay, so we have to prove that angle 4 is equal to angle 1 plus angle 2. Now what we'll write in the given part? In the given part we will write that a triangle ABC, whose BC side is produced and angle 4 is formed. Okay, BC side is produced and angle 4 is formed, and we have to prove that angle 4 is equal to angle 1 plus angle 2. Now students, how we will prove it? Let us see in the proof part. Here no construction is required. We can prove easily this theorem. How will prove? Let us see. See students, as we have studied earlier from the property of angle sum property, from the property of angle sum of a triangle, okay, we know that the sum of all angles of a triangle means angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3, it will be equal to what? 180 degree. Either we will write this, or here directly we can write like this, and in bracket we will write that angle sum property of a triangle. Okay, so angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degree. Suppose it is your equation number 1. And see, this is a straight line, DC is a what? DC is a straight line. Okay, since DC is a straight line, DC is a straight line, so we can write that angle 4 plus angle 3, it should also be equal to what? 180 degree. What is the reason behind it? The reason is these are the adjacent angles, or you can say the linear pair angles. Okay, the more appropriate will be what? Linear pair axiom. Okay, what is the full form of LPA? Linear pair axiom. Okay, linear pair axiom means both the angles are made on the straight line, so their sum will be what? 180 degree. So suppose it is your equation number 2. Now see students, in equation 1 also the right hand side is 180 degree. In equation 2 also the right hand side is 180 degree. So things which are equal to the same thing are equal to one another. Okay, so from 1 and 2 we can write, if their right hand sides are equal, then their left hand side should also be equal to each other. So angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3, it should be equal to the left hand side of the second equation, means angle 4 plus angle 3. Now see students, angle 3 with the positive sign, it is in the left hand side also. Angle 3 with positive sign, it is in the right hand side also. So it will be cancel out. So what is left? The left is angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to angle 4. So this is the theorem, and it is called exterior angle property of a triangle. This theorem is known as exterior angle property of a triangle. Okay, so like this we can easily prove it also. What we have done, firstly we have, as in the statement of the theorem it was given that one side is produced, so we have produced a side, and because of the production of this side, this angle is formed. Okay, so this, in the statement it is to prove that this angle is equal to the sum of two opposite angles. Okay, so what we have done in proof part, from the last theorem we can write that angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3. Okay, from the angle sum property of a triangle we know that angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is 180 degree, that we have written here. Okay, and we have let that equation is 1, and we know that linear property. Okay, we know that linear pair angles, that angle 4 and angle 3 are linear pair angles. Okay, so their sum should also be 180 degree. So angle 3 plus angle 4 is 180 degree. Now both the equations are having their right hand side as 180 degree, so their left hand side should also be equal. So that we have made equal. Angle 3 and angle 3 is cancelled out. What is left? Angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to angle 4. So it is proved. Okay students, so the most important thing that you should remember both the result. In the last theorem we have seen that the sum of all angles of a triangle is 180 degree, and in this theorem we have seen that the exterior angle of a triangle when one side is produced is equal to the sum of two opposite angles. Okay, that theorem is known as angle sum property of a triangle. This theorem is known as exterior angle property of a triangle. Okay, so these are the concepts, these are the two concepts on which exercise 6.3 is based on. Now we are going to see the questions of exercise 6.3. So before that students, just pause the video and note it down. So the first question of exercise 6.3 is, in figure, sides QP and RQ. Which are the sides QP? This is QP and this is QR. The sides QP and RQ of a triangle PQR produced. Okay, this QP is produced to S and this RQ is produced to T. Okay, so S and T respectively. If angle SPR is 135 degree, means this angle is 135 degree, and angle PQT, this is 110 degree. So we have to find angle PRQ. Okay, means this angle we have to find. How will find, students? Let us see. Students, let the angles of the triangle, suppose this angle is angle 1, this angle is angle 2, so that we can easily represent the angle like here. Okay, otherwise we have to write angle RPQ, PQR. Okay, so for our convenience we can assume the angle 1, angle 2 and angle 3. We have to find angle 3 because this is angle PRQ na. Here also we have to find PRQ, so we basically we have to find angle 3. Okay, how will find it? So see students, this is angle 135 degree and this is angle 1, but both the angles are on the same line, same straight line. Okay, so what we'll write in the solution? Firstly we'll write, since SQ is a straight line, since SQ is a straight line, then 135 degree plus angle 1, it should be equal to what? 180 degree. Okay, reason behind it is what? Linear pair axiom. Okay, since both the angles are on the same line and they are adjacent, okay, so they will form a linear pair, means their sum should be equal to 180 degree. Okay, now from here we can find the value of angle 1. The value of angle 1 will be what? 180 degree minus 135 degree. When we will subtract it, 10 minus 5, that will be 5, 7 minus 3, that will be 4. Okay, so it will be 45 degree. So angle 1 is 45 degree. Now in the same manner, RT is also what? RT is, here you can put this sign. Okay, this sign is what implies that whenever you will solve any equation, okay, in front of that you will put this sign so that it will be more proper. Now since RT is also a straight line, so we can write here that angle 2 plus 110 degree, it should be equal to 180 degree. See, this is a straight line. Angle 2 and 110 are linear pair axiom. Okay, so their sum should be equal to what? 180 degree. Now from here we can find the value of angle 2. What will be the value of angle 2? It will be 180 degree minus 110 degree. So 180 minus 110, it will be equal to what? It will be equal to 70 degree. This sign implies that. Okay, so basically the value of angle 2 is what? And the value of angle 2 is 70 degree, and this is angle 1, that is 45 degree. Okay, now students, we know that the sum of all angles of a triangle, means angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3, the sum of all these angles, it should be equal to 180 degree. What is the reason behind it? What reason you will write here? What reason you will write here? You will write here that angle sum property of triangle. We have to mention it also na, that it is angle sum property of triangle, because there is an angle sum property for quadrilateral also. There we will study that the sum of all angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. So later on in the next chapter, or in chapter number 8, we'll prove that also, angle sum property of quadrilateral. Okay, so basically we have to mention here this also, that angle sum property of triangle. Now see students, putting the values of putting the values of angle 1 and angle 2. Okay, we have to put the values. Now the value of angle 1 is 45 degree, the value of angle 2 is 70 degree, and it is angle 3 180 degree. So angle 3 will be what? 180 minus 45 and 70 is what? 45 and 70, it will be 115 degree. Okay, so when 115 degree is shifted in right hand side, it will be negative. So what will be the value of angle 3? It will be equal to 10 minus 5, that is 5, 7 minus 1, that is 65. Okay, it will be 65. And what is angle 3, students? As I have told you in the starting of this question, that angle PRQ is angle 3 and it is equal to 65 degree. So this is our answer. Okay, 65 degree. So in this manner you can solve this question. The method is very easy. Okay, by figure if you are going to solve, means if it is not a descriptive question, suppose it is MCQ question. Okay, so it is very easy to find the value here. Okay, only you have to do what? That this angle is 135, then this angle will be what? 45 degree. This angle is 110, then this angle is what? 70 degree. Now 45 plus 70, that is 115. So if you will subtract from 180, it will be 65 degree. So from figure, the geometry questions, if figure is given, so from figure you can solve easily. But in the examination you have to write this all the statements. Okay, you cannot miss a single reason, a single step. Okay, if you will miss any single step or reason, your marks will be deducted. So for getting good marks, you have to write each and every reason and steps. Okay, students, so just pause the video and note it down. Coming to the next question, students, question number 2. In figure, angle X is 62 degree. Okay, so basically this angle is given 62 degree. Angle XYZ is equal to 54 degree. XYZ. Okay, this whole angle is 54 degree. If YO and ZO are the bisectors of angle XYZ and angle XZY, okay, so this YO is the bisector of this angle and this ZO is the bisector of this angle. Bisector means what, students? See, let me clear you. Suppose, students, this angle is here, okay, and this ray is the bisector of this angle. Okay, suppose this is angle 1, this angle, okay, this is angle 1 and this is angle 2. The angle 1 and angle 2. Okay, bisector means that this ray is just exactly dividing the angles in two parts, means the angle 1 and angle 2 will be equal. Okay, whatever will be the angle, suppose here it is X, then here also X, here it will be Y, then here also Y, here it is 30 degree, then here also 30 degree. So basically bisector means that to divide the angle in two equal parts. Okay, so here YO and ZO are the bisectors of angle XYZ and angle XZY. Okay, so we have to find here angle OZY. OZY means we have to find this angle. Okay, and we have to find angle YOZ means this angle. Okay, so these two angles we have to find in this question. Suppose this 54 angle, okay, I am writing it outside. This whole angle is 54 degree. So student, as I have told you that YO is the bisector of this angle. Okay, so whatever the angle will be formed here, that will be here also, means this is angle X, then this will also be X. If this is Y, then it will also be Y. Okay, and suppose it is angle Z. Okay, for our convenience I have given the name. Okay, so now students, we have to find the value of y and the value of z. How we'll find it? Let us see. See students, this is x and this is also x. Okay, and according to the question, the whole angle is 54 degree. Okay, so from here, when we are going to write the solution, firstly we have to write on this that let angle XYO, this angle we have let it as x na, and angle OYZ both is equal to what? X. Because reason is what? Reason is YO is bisector. Reason is YO is bisector, so that we have made it like x. Okay, we have written it the same as x. Now students, according to the question, x plus x means the sum of these two angles is what? 54 degree. It is given. Okay, angle XYZ is given 54 degree. Now 2x is equal to 54 degree. So if 2x is equal to 54 degree, means x will be equal to what? X will be equal to 54 upon 2, that is 27 degree. Okay, so we have the value of x, that is 27 degree. Now students, see this whole angle is 62 degree. This whole angle is 54 degree. So what will be this angle? So here we can write that in triangle XYZ, 62 degree plus 54 degree plus y is what? 2y na? Y plus y is what? 2y. So this will be 180 degree. Reason is what? Reason is angle sum property of triangle. Okay, you will write in the full form. Okay, angle sum property of triangle. Now 62 plus 54, 2, 4, 6, 6, 5, 11. So it is 116 degree plus 2y is equal to 180 degree. Okay, you are getting now. These are the sum of all angles of a triangle. Now students, what will be the value of y? 180 degree minus 116 degree. So it will be 10 minus 6, that is 4. 7 minus 1, that is 6. Okay, and this will be cancelled out. So basically 2y is equal to 64 degree. Then y will be what? Then 64 divided by 2, that is 32 degree. Okay, so what is y basically? Y is angle OZY. Okay, see this is capital Z and this is a small z. Okay, this is a point, so it is a capital Z, and this is a angle. Okay, and we have let it as a small z. So y is what? Angle OZY. In these two, one value we have found, that it is 32 degree. Now students, in triangle OYZ, okay, angle X or angle Y and angle Z, X, Y, Z, the sum of these three also it should be equal to what? 180 degree, because these are the interior angles of a triangle. The reason you will write what? Angle sum property of a triangle. Okay, X is what? X is 27 degree. Y is what? Y is 32 degree. And Z we have to find out. So what will be the value of Z? 27 plus 32, 7, 2, 9 and 2, 3, 5. 59 degree plus Z is equal to 180 degree. So Z will be what? Z is equal to 180 degree minus 59. So it will be equal to 10 minus 9, that is 1, and 7 minus 5, that is 2. Okay, and it will be 1. So basically the value of Z, Z means which angle? angle YOZ. Okay, so this is your first answer and this is your second answer. So like this we can find the values of angle OZY and angle YOZ. What we have done, let us see once again. Firstly, we have seen that this YO and ZO are the bisectors. So whatever the angle will be there, that will be equal. So we have supposed that it is X and it is X, it is Y and it is Y. Okay. Now, if the sum of means the whole angle is 54 and both are the bisectors, means both are the same, so 2x will be 54, so x will be 27. It will be your first equation. Okay, and if the whole angle is 62, whole angle is 54, then we have to find this angle. We know that the angle sum property of a triangle 62 plus 54 plus 2y means y plus y. Okay, the whole angle is what? 2y here. So now from this we have found the value of y, that is 32 degree. Suppose it is equation number 2. Okay, and in triangle OYZ, okay, in triangle OYZ, angle x plus y plus z, the sum of all these three should be equal to 180 degree, angle sum property of triangle. And here you can write the reason from 1 and 2. Okay, from 1 and 2 we have put the value of x and y, that is 27 degree and 32 degree. Okay, so by putting these values we have found the value of z, that is 121 degree. Okay, so students, like this we can solve this question number 2, and this is enough for today. And whatever the questions are left in this exercise, we'll see that in the next part of the video. Okay students, so just note it down. Thank you students.